Well, hello. This is not a place I expected to be, nor is it a place I expected to have an update to send to you guys from. It is Tuesday, and I've been in here since Sunday, all on the drips and stuff. My little drip machine, Doris, here. I think I've been on IV fluids of one kind or another for about 27 hours, I think they said. My magnesium had bottomed out completely, so I've had to have that topped up as well as all the other fluids and things as normal. I'd had so much diarrhea that I was really dehydrated, and I'm glad I called it when I did, because otherwise it had just been worse, because everyone keeps telling you you'll get diarrhea, but it's like how much you're gonna get. So chemo started well. Tuesday, the chemo team were absolutely lovely. Went in there, had that done, went straight to radiotherapy, had that done. Quite a straightforward day. Felt so good when I left that we went to KFC on the way back, sat in a little corner, and had a little post-first chemo treat, which was lovely. And then as the day went on, I kept feeling really red, like my face would go really red, and I didn't know what was going on. Then Wednesday I woke up, went to obviously come back here for radiotherapy, and I was like a beetroot. My face was bright red, but my temp was only maybe 37.5, which is the point that they want to know about it. So spoke to the nurse at radiotherapy, and they said it's fine at the minute, don't worry about it. Obviously just keep an eye on your temperature, take it every hour, and let us know how you get on. So Thursday, my temp had gone up to 37.9, 38, and I came in and they put me in the assessment unit. So I was in like a little box with a glass door on, in there by myself until John came in, while they did more bloods and checked everything out and found I had a mild UTI. So they gave me some antibiotics, something beginning with Dex, so I should get better at this medication malarkey, and sent home with those, as well as the steroids I was taking and the anti-sickness meds and whatnot. I took the first one of those on the Thursday night, and by Friday morning the diarrhea was just ridiculous. Told them about it on Friday. Friday morning I literally sat like you do, talking to your husband. I don't know who farts in front of their other halves on here, but I was sat on the bed, went to stand up off the bed, talking to John, and was just like, yeah, okay, right, we'll do this, and we were planning on going for a little walk. It's like, yeah, blah blah blah, and then I go to do a fart, and I'm like, and yeah, that was definitely not trusting a fart moment. So while making strong eye contact with John, I'm sure he's never going to forget that. So that was like, okay, so this is problematic diarrhea rather than it being, oh, I've got an urge to go. So told them about it then, and then they were like, right, okay, that's fine. Obviously just keep an eye on it and see how you get on. At this point I'd stopped taking my laxatives because I thought it might have been the radiotherapy that was kicking in. Carried on taking all the tablets Saturday. Still had diarrhea Saturday. Had a lovely barbecue. Rob and Archie had come to Willowfield, so we had a barbecue. That was nice. And then Sunday I took my morning antibiotic, and then before 12 I'd been 6-7 times. So I phoned up here, and they told me I needed to come in because they really worry about quick dehydration. So it turns out it was the antibiotics, because he said don't take any more, and then after not taking any more I've not pooped since. So it's like, come on already, I've got all the poop or none of the poop, and I need middle of the line poop, you know. So it said to come in, so we made our way over here. John's found a park up not too far away, bless him, and we thought it might just be for that Sunday night so they could get fluids in and what have you. But it was 10 o'clock on the Sunday before they managed to get any fluids in. Pardon me. So it started off then, and then it was bags every 2 hours or every 4 hours. So Sunday night sleep was very, very broken, and I was exhausted on the Monday morning. Still putting on the drips. I was on magnesium, and the magnesium drip is a very slow bag. It's like 6 hours. Then I had an on-call doctor come in and started poking me in the head and telling me I've got a sinus infection. On the back of that, another doctor comes in who is, I forgot the word for him, but he works with my consultant anyway. And he came in and then disagreed with everything that the on-call doctor had said in the morning. And I'm like, oh, really? You know, I'll just do what people are telling me. Thankfully, no medical decisions regarding treatment or pills or anything like that have been made at this point. And then this lovely doctor sat down, no medical jargon. He can come in anytime he likes. Let me ask loads of questions, explained everything about what's gone on so far and why I've had a little bit of extra bleeding. Apparently that's a side effect of the radiotherapy, which is fine. And discussed this, what the doctor said was a sinus infection at first, but all of my bloods have come back with no inflammatory markers at all, so I'm not running an infection. So what he doesn't want to do is get stuck in this, oh, she's got a sinus infection, let's give her antibiotics, while I'm having a bad reaction to antibiotics, and then have to come in again because I can't stop pooping. And he said it's a cycle nobody wants to be on. And I'm just like, yeah, it's a real shitty cycle. And he laughed at me, thankfully. I'm sure there was an eye roll in there as well, maybe. But yeah, so he said that what we're going to do is just treat this. I have got a sinus thing going on because I keep getting pins and needles over my head, and my eyes keep going funny. I get a bad headache, and I just want to lie down and sleep. And the tiredness apparently is radiotherapy thing, but I mean, I know I've said this loads before, but everyone keeps saying it shouldn't be this bad yet. I should have had I should have had more time. I needed more time to prepare myself for being whapped around, because here's me with all of my positive mental attitude. This is what we're going to do. Nothing's going to bother me. And then every single thing that they said has bothered me from like day 2 or 3. So yeah, so it's been a bit of a thing. So we're just going to treat the sinus thing with paracetamol and anti-sickness tablets, and that seems to do really well. I'm having my chemo in here today, and then my radiotherapy, and they're going to check my bloods, and then if everything's fine from that, then they're going to let me go home, which would be fantastic. So yesterday, John was here till about 6:30, and I'm like, mate, it's boring. Why are you even here? Because we weren't watching telly. We were chatting and stuff, but I think both of us had other things that we could be doing instead of just sitting. So I sent him packing, bless him. And I think he appreciated it. We'd be texting and video chatting and everything afterwards. But I fell asleep when he left at 6. And then I woke up at 10. And then I went back to sleep again. And then I woke up at 4. And then I went to sleep again. And I woke up at 10 to 7 when I got up and got dressed. So, yeah, I think I needed some sleep as well. But that's it. So hopefully today I'll figure out what's going on. I've got loads of videos that I've videoed all along of all of the things that have gone on, but not really much time to get them sorted or edited. So I'm going to see if this is a one-hit edit to get up, and I'll just see if I can upload this from my phone and how it goes from here. So wish me luck, and if it's rubbish, I'm sorry. It is literally because I've just sat here and edited this video, or filmed a video and left it and not done any editing. It is raining outside my window today. If you see on any of John's stories on Instagram, I've got a bird feeder that's just outside my window. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah. So got that bird feeder outside my window, and there's a right hierarchy going on there. So there's all the little birds. I've got blue tits. I'm sure there's a coal tit out there as well. Some robins, sparrows. and they're all coming. And then as soon as the magpie comes, the starling comes and scares them off, but not too badly. Then the magpie comes and they all vamoose if the magpie comes. But then the crow comes and the crow chases those magpies off like you won't believe. And then the squirrels come. The birds do chase the squirrels off, but the squirrels are funny because they hang upside down and try to get all the food. So needless to say, I've got a lovely view and it's entertaining while I'm waiting anyway. So yeah, so John can't come in until 11. So by that point, I think I would have had my chemotherapy and probably even my radiotherapy, all being well. And hopefully when he comes in, it won't be too long after that until I get the okay to go home. Because I do miss my bed. I mean, I'm in a private room. I've got my own toilet. There's coffee making facilities at the end of the hall. They feed you so well. I don't eat as much food as they're doing here, but I'm getting me 3 squares a day. That, you know, I can choose myself. I've chosen the next person's food. And I've been kind and just done something basic instead of the weird things that I had yesterday, which was omelette, mash, wedges and beans. It was a very good combo, must admit. So yeah, hopefully I'll get out and I'll get back and they'll sort that out. I've just got to drink lots of water because my blood pressure at the moment is about 109/45. So they're not that happy about my blood pressure. If I sit up, it went up to 110/60, I think, something like that. Which, yeah, they're just saying, can you please drink more water? And I am waterlogged. I must be drinking 4 or 5 litres of water a day. So I don't know how I can be getting so dehydrated when I'm drinking so much water. But that's it. So hopefully next one will be an update of why Mandy's now not in hospital and doesn't have to come in, because this was not part of the plan. But it is what it is, isn't it? You've just got to go and do what you've got to do. So I am covered in bruises everywhere. They're just all over the place. So hopefully this blood draw today is going to be an easy one. They'll get the chemo line in my chemo hand. Look at the veins. Ooh. And then that'll be that. And anyway, I'm going to stop waffling now. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy an update. For goodness sake, man. I just needed to get an update out to you guys. And I've been getting loads of messages with people asking how that first week has been. So this is it. This is your update. So take loads of care. And yeah, I will catch you on the next one. And keep watching, keep commenting. I'm enjoying the comments no end. You all cheer me up wonderfully. And I love you all. I'll see you later. Bye.